Hello, Mr. Ewell. So, from what I've heard, you've been doing a lot of running lately. So you ran to your house because you heard screaming. You ran to the window to see what's going on. You ran inside. Then you ran to Myella. And then you ran for Mr. Hectate. But did you even think to run for a doctor? But I don't really understand. You weren't concerned about Myella's condition? But didn't you think she needed the doctor urgently? Alright, how about we continue now? Mr. Ewell, you heard the sheriff's testimony, didn't you? You were in the courtroom when Mr. Hectate was on the stand, weren't you? You heard everything he said, right? And do you agree with his description of Myella's injuries? Mr. Tate testified that her right eye was blackened and that she was beaten around the... Thank you, Bert. You heard everything, Mr. Ewell. Do you have anything to add to it? Do you agree with the sheriff? Mr. Ewell, are you able to read and write? Judge, if you allow this question, plus another one, you'll soon see. I'll repeat the question, Mr. Ewell. Can you read and write? Okay. Will you write your name clearly so the jury can see you do it? Here's a pencil and a paper. Alright, can I have them back, please? Thank you. Alright. Nice writing. That's interesting. You're left-handed, Mr. Ewell. So, I think I've done enough research, and I've found out that people who are left-handed are more likely to hit on the right side of the face, while people who are right-handed are more likely to hit on the left side of the face. Tom's left hand is paralyzed, like it's basically dead, because he got it stuck in a cotton gin when he was 12. While Mr. Ewell, you are left-handed, aren't you? Were you the one who hit your daughter, Myella Ewell? Okay, thank you. Now, Miss Myella, I won't try and scare you for a while. Not just yet. Let's just start. How old are you? So you did? Sorry, ma'am. See, I'm not as young as I used to be, so my hearing's a little off. So you'll have to bear with me here. But if I ask you a question that has already been asked, you're gonna answer me, right? Good. Ma'am, can you please continue? So, you say you're 19? How many brothers and sisters do you have? And are you the eldest? And where do you live? Alright. And how long has your mother been dead for? So, Miss Myella, about how long were you in school for? So, Miss Myella, do you have friends? A 19-year-old girl like you must have friends. If you do, who are they? Yes, don't you know anyone your age? Or older or younger, boys or girls? You know, just ordinary friends. Miss Myella, I have an important question for you. Do you love your father? I mean, is he good to you? Is he easy to get along with? Except when he's drinking? When your father is angry with you, has he ever hit you? Now, we should really get to the case. So, you asked Tom Robinson, I believe, to come in and chop up, what was it? Oh, a Schiffer robe. And is Tom Robinson well known to you? Like, do you know who he is and where he lives? And was this the first time Tom Robinson came in to help you with something? So you never asked him to help you with something before? And can you remember any other occasion? Alright, now to what happened. You say Tom Robinson was behind you in the room right when you turned around. Is that true? So you say he got you around the neck, cussing, and saying dirt. Is that right? Do you remember him beating you by the face? So you seem sure enough that he choked you, hit you, and took advantage of you. Is that right? But you were fighting back. But did he hit you by the face? It's an easy question, Miss Mayala. So I'm gonna have to ask you again. Did Tom Robinson hit you by the face? But do you remember him beating you by the face? And is the last sentence your answer? Let her cry, Judge. We've got all the time in the world. That's fine. Now please identify the man who hit you, choked you, took advantage of you, and raped you. Tom, please stand up. Now, Miss Mayala, have a good look at him. Is this him? Is this the man who raped you? How? Now let's consider this calmly. So, Miss Mayala, you've testified that the defendant, Tom Robinson, snuck up behind you and choked you and hit you. You didn't say that he knocked you cold, but all you said was you turned around and there he was. All you said was you turned around and there he was. Now, Miss Mayala, do you wish to reconsider any of your testimony? No, ma'am. I want you to tell all of us what happened. Tell us once more. What happened? So you testified that you turned around and there he was. He choked you. And then he released your throat and hit you. So he blacked your left eye with his right fist. Alright, he choked you, he hit you, and then he raped you. Is that correct? You're a strong girl. What were you doing all the time? Just standing there, letting him abuse you? So you're becoming suddenly more clear than you were a while ago. So you seem to remember more, right? Alright, how about we continue now? Alright, why didn't you run? What prevented you from running? You were screaming all this time. Is that right? Then why didn't the other children hear you? Where were they? At the dump? Where were they? Why didn't your screams make them come back running? The dump's closer than the woods, isn't it? Or didn't you scream until you saw your father in the window? You didn't think to scream until then, did you? Did you scream first at your father instead of Tom Robinson? Was that it? What did your father see in the window? The crime of rape or the best defense to it? Tell the truth, child. Did Bob Ewell beat you up? Do you want to tell us what really happened?